Boston polka.
Two. Obiecał nam buzi dać, ale nie dał odsiadać. Nie dam ci, oby było znać. Obiecał nam buzi dać, ale nie dał odsiadać. Nie dam ci, oby było znać. Jak chcesz tak, nic ci nie walczy, masz rozum. Oście małe dziewczę buzi, niech tu będzie. Nic ci nie walczy, masz rozum. Oście małe dziewczę buzi, niech tu będzie.
What a ton of fun! Must a little bit of Under the Bridge polka. We got another polka coming up for you.
Oh, we're live here at the Cheektowaga Polish American Arts Festival. This is day 2.
Hey, how about a nice round of applause, our brothers of the know. A couple of guys here all the way from Colchester, Connecticut. Charleston, Mass, whatever. They call themselves the Maestros, man, and we've got a Hall of Famer in front of us, Mr. Jackie Lavera. Also want to recognize a lot of the Buffalo musicians in town. Thank you, Tommy Golden from Special Delivery, for helping us out here today. We neglected to bring out, of all things, a snare drum. He hooked this up. I have no idea what a snare drum is anyway, so.
Tommy, is that one of the bands called Special Delivery? When we need a spare drum, you
We're gonna do one of those old Versatones hockey tunes for you. One entitled Dance With Me, polka. There you go, it's titled, what a title, Dance With Me, polka. Hey folks, I do want to remind you, we are playing here until 9:30. Then do me a favor, join me, yours truly. I'm going to be broadcasting live my Sunday afternoon program here from WXRL, the show that we call Polka Motion. I'm going to be center entrance, broadcasting our entire show live here in person. Kind of a rare live performance for me. At my age, it's great to be live. Here's Gary on the vocals, a little bit of the young fellow polka. And it's in a minute, I'm sorry.
I
llegó el día de Castillo, la guerra no será. Llegó el día de Castillo, la guerra no será. Yo se vende boada, yo se vende boda, se ve muy así, y el coca, se ve muy así, y coca.
What a title, the young fellow on that. I'd be remiss if we didn't take just a second out and congratulate not only Gary Crew, but Alan Crew back here, and hopefully some of the other brothers crew will show up this evening. They have now been the class of 2024 for the Buffalo Music Hall of Fame. And a nice round of applause for the Crew brothers. I don't want to say Gary's old, but he played for my christening. Neither of my weddings, though. Another polka coming back at ya. Especially for all the page acts here today. All the folks from the Buffalo Polka Boosters. We had the opportunity of playing for their sold-out picnic last week. Had a fantastic time. Nice to see Chris Hansky, president of the Buffalo Polka Boosters. If you have not joined that organization, you are truly missing out.
Thinking of you, resting my day. I'm full of happiness and cheer. Thinking of you, resting my day. Oh yeah. Thinking of you, just you, my dear.
Thank you so much. Nice slow song there. What a title, Thinking of You. Olga. We're going to change it back over. All the guy, you know, I had the, I'm glad to be back in Buffalo, but for folks that don't know me, I lived in the Cleveland, Ohio area for about 15 years before coming back to my hometown. Picked up this guy out of Canton, Ohio. He is probably one of the most premier concertina players, does an awful lot of stuff for the band. Hailing out of Canton, his name is Cheektowaga, and he's going to cover a local for you. We're going to send it out especially to No Sleeves. That's Mr. and Mrs. No Sleeves. The Cheektowagas here today. Where's your sleeves? Also going to send out a song especially to Patty. Patty, where are you, my co-pilot? There you are, somewhere. And the Bukowskis here in force. Nice to see Councilwoman Barbara Bukowski here today. I'd say some nice things, but I don't live in Cheektowaga, so. She does a hell of a job, Barbara Bukowski. Troy on the vocals, what a title, Scolding Mother. A little bit of Pia Mamsha Polka.
Well, I'm singing it extra loud again.